Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. These 2 teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 31, Watson. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Eluding the pressure right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Mixon last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Burrow on play action. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robbie Anderson, 82 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Watson now to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 1st down, Watson. Then caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals have recovered it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. You know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rolling to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 34 yards there. Here we go. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Bengals at 10-1 now on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Burrow. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they will throw it with Burrow. On the move to his left. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Oh, Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards.
game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here. And
that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Watson. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown! Nick Chubb from 3 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Steps away. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow escaping the pressure right. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From midfield now, Burrow being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Mixon. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Out to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Johnson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Johnson again, and this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Bengals. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Again, it's Watson. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Mixon.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rolling to his left. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Watson on first down.
Right back to Njoku. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Burrow looking to pass.
He will find his man Chase complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 43 yards. And the Bengals extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Watson.
Completes to Njoku.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Watson shoves him aside. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bengals, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they move to 11-1.